Hello guys, welcome to my channel Basic Life Science. So today we'll discuss about how coronavirus enters a human body. So let's take a small preview about what we'll discuss today. Let's see the slides. So these are the steps, then the final summarized slide. So now let's start with the step 1. So, the coronavirus is named after the crown-like spikes. We all can see the spikes that protrude from its surface. The virus is enveloped in a bubble of oily lipid molecules which falls apart on contact with soap, sanitizer, etc. So now, how the virus enters our cell? So the step 1 is entering a vulnerable cell. The virus enters the human body through the nose, mouth or eyes, then attaches to cell in the airway that produces a protein called S23. So S23 is the receptor that is present in the cell, and the coronavirus get attached with the S2. The virus is believed to have originated in bats where it may have attached to a similar protein. So now the step 2. The releasing virus RNA. The virus infects the cell by fusing its oily membrane with the membrane of the cell. Once inside, the coronavirus releases the genetic material. The genetic material of coronavirus is RNA. So it releases RNA inside the cell. Then it hijacks the cell machinery. The virus genome is less than 30,000 genetic letters long. So, but ours is more than 3 billion. The infected cell reads the RNA and begins making proteins that will keep the immune system at bay and help assemble new copies of the virus. So it starts then producing the new copies of the virus, the RNA, the viral coat protein, the genetic materials, the proteins, etc. It will start preparing inside the cell. So now the step 4, the making of viral proteins. As the infection progresses, the machinery of the cell begins to churn out new spike. It will develop new spike, other proteins that will form more copies of the coronavirus. We can see here they are making spike proteins. These are the RNA genetic material. So it will make more and more production of the genetic material, spike, viral coat protein to make new viruses. Now they will assemble all the copies. Assembling new copies of the virus are assembled and carried out to the outer edges of the cell. Then after all the all things are assembled together, then the viruses will release from the infected cell to infect one new cell. So each infected cell can release millions of copies of the virus. So it can release millions of copies of the virus before the cell finally breaks down and dies. The viruses may infect nearby cells or end up in droplets that escape the lungs. Most COVID-19 infection causes a fever. We all know fever is a symptom of coronavirus infection. So most COVID-19 infections cause a fever as the immune system fights to the virus to clear it out. In severe cases, the immune system can overreact and start attacking lung cells. The lungs become obstructed with fluid and dying cells, making it difficult to breathe. That's why the patients have breathing problem. A small percentage of infections can lead to acute respiratory distress syndrome and possibly death. So that's how it happens. And now the detailed one flow chart I will provide. Let's see. The virus protein spike attached to a protein on the surface of the cells called S2. We can see here S2 is the receptor. So, but normally S2 plays a role in regulating blood pressure, but when the coronavirus binds to it, it sets up chemical changes that effectively fuses the membrane around the cell and the virus together. So, the virus genetic material, that is RNA, enters the cell. So, here the first step, the virus enters the cell body and release its RNA. Okay. Now, the virus then hijacks the host cell's protein making machinery to translate its RNA into new copies of the virus. In just hours, a single cell can be forced to produce millions of viral parts, viral RNA, etc., which then infect other healthy cells. So, the virus RNA uses the host cell to create new virus RNA and assemble new viral particles. Now, the new virus particle, we can see here the new virus particle are released and it is free to infect any of the healthy cells and again produce millions of copies, again healthy cells. That's how the process goes on. So what are the things that are present in the RNA? The parts of virus RNA also codes for proteins that stay in the host cell. At least 3 are known. One prevents the host cell from sending out signals to the immune system that it's under attack. And another encourages the host cell to release the newly coated variants. Okay. And another helps the virus resist the host cell's innate immunity. So these are the 3 proteins that are present inside that RNA genetic material of the virus. So that's how the process goes on. If the video is helpful to you, you can subscribe to my channel. I will update more and more interesting things. So thank you guys for watching the whole video. Thank you.